this question, I think. Yes, this question was also your homework. Let us first try to solve this question. It is asking about the potential difference VA minus VB. VA minus VB for the circuit shown in the figure. I can use the junction law here, or the nodal analysis, to solve this question. Let us assume any point. If you remember that in nodal analysis, we actually take any point to be zero potential. If it is not ground, if the point is ground, then I have to take definitely at that point to be zero potential. There is no ground point here in this circuit. I can take this potential to be zero here, right? So if this is 0 here, I can say this potential will be 1 volt, this potential will be 2 volt, this is 3 volt, and that is 4 volt. I think you can see my computer screen. I am writing here.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Yes.
Now let us also assume that this potential is x. Which one? Let us assume the potential B to be x. If this is x, then what is potential at this point? It must be x minus 1. What is potential at this point? It must be x minus 2. What is potential at this point? It must be x plus 1. And potential at that point should be x plus 2.
So waypoint is x can धरलं.
Any point you can assume it to be x, because I have to find VA minus VB. So I have assumed VA to be 0, VB to be x. Right? So your answer will be minus x. Now, yes.
রেজিস্ট্রেটের অপোজিট পোলে যে আছে পোটেনশিয়ালটা ওটার কোনো ইনফ্লুয়েন্স হবে না
কোন potential? Now you can see that all the resistances I have drawn the potential between the two ends. Can you see? Potential between two ends are defined now. Now I can find what is the current. Any of the branch I can find. For example, if I assume that this current is in this direction, let us assume this current is in this direction. What should be the value of this current? Can you tell me what is the value of this current? This
x minus 2 ampere.
It is x minus 2. X minus 2 ampere. And what will be current in this branch?
X minus 3 ampere. X minus 3.
X minus 3. So if these two branches I know the current, then I can also find the current in this branch. If I know current in this branch, what is current in this branch now?
X minus 2.
X minus 2.
X minus 2.
Then I can find also current in this branch. What is current in this branch?
X minus 3.
It is again x minus 3. Current in this branch is x minus 2. Current in this branch is x minus 3. Current in this branch is x minus 2. Current in this branch is x minus 3. Right? Now if you add up all these currents by using Kirchhoff's laws, then I can find the current in this branch. Yes or no? For example, x minus 2 plus x minus 3 plus x minus 2, right, will be this current. So what will be?
That current should be x minus 2 now.
Which one?
Last branch.
Last branch current? Yes, last branch current is not x minus 2. I am taking the current from here to here. So it is 4 minus x minus 2 by 1.
Sir, how can be it in that direction? Because everywhere we see.
You can say current in any arbitrary direction, no problem. If you take current in opposite direction, then there is also no issue. If you want to take this current in opposite direction, this is x plus 2, this is 4. So what should be? Yes, no problem. But I have to only apply junction law. So x plus 2 minus 4 is x minus 2. So this current is x minus 2. What I will use that at this point, can you see this is a junction? At this junction, the total current must be 0.
Yes.
right?
Yes, sir.
So what is the current in this branch? Can I say current in this branch is x minus 2 plus x minus 2 plus x minus 3? What is current in this branch? Plus x minus 3 plus x minus 2. Current in this branch. So I have to add all the currents actually. Right? What is current in this branch? Can you see it is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can write now 4 into x minus 2, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1, 2, 3. 3 into x minus 3 plus x minus 3. So there is 4 into x minus 3, right? And these two currents are coming towards that junction, and I have also taken this current coming towards that junction, so I have to take plus again. Plus x minus 2, can I say that should be equal to 0?
Yes, sir.
Total current at this junction that are entering from the three branches, I have assumed, I have calculated and made it 0. So what is, I can say 5 into x minus 2 is equal to minus 4 into x minus 3. Let us calculate it. 5x plus 4x is equal to 9x, that is equal to plus 12 and plus 10, 22. So what is the value of x? Have you got it is 22 by 9?
It is coming negative.
Yes. The value of
Yes, sir.
VA minus VB, what is this value? I don't think x is negative, x is positive, but value of VA minus VB is equal to 0 minus x. So the actual answer will be negative minus 22 by 9. That should be the answer of this question. I think this question.
Yes, sir.
It says an infinite conducting wire of charge density lambda is placed at the central axis of a hollow infinite long conducting cylinder of radius r. At t equal to 0, the space inside the cylinder is filled with a material of dielectric constant and conductivity. If the material follows Ohm's law, find the time dependence of current density at a radial distance r from the axis of the cylinder. Okay. So to understand this question, let us first assume a cylindrical shell at a distance r from the axis. Right? I have taken a cylindrical shell at a distance r from the axis. So the radius of that shell is small r. Right? And this is the conductor. Now the currents are flowing radially outward. As you can see, the currents will flow radially outward. So for that current, what is actually the potential difference, or what is the actual resistance of that spherical shell, not spherical shell, cylindrical shell, that we can find, right? If the red thickness is dr, let us assume thickness is dr or delta r, then the resistance of that small part, resistance of that shell, I can say it is rho, that is 1 by sigma, into L means delta r, area is 2 pi r into L, if I am talking about a length, right? So this is the resistance. Now material of dielectric constant K and conductivity sigma. Yes. Okay, it has a dielectric constant K. What is the electric field? Can I find at this point what is the electric field by using Gauss law or by using the modified Gauss law? Basically, I can find what is electric field at this point. If you remember, can I use this concept that integral of E into K dot ds is equal to Q extraneous divided by epsilon naught. By using this concept, I can write K into electric field into 2 pi RL is equal to Q. Let us assume the charge, only the charge will be on the rod or on the infinite conducting wire, right? This is not conducting wire, yes, this is a conducting wire. So let us assume that the charge on the conducting wire after some time t is Q, right? Initially the charge was lambda into L. Initially the charge in that conductor inside this cylinder was lambda into L. Initial charge was lambda into L. But after time t, let us assume the charge on this part is Q, right? Inside this cylinder, this
Sir?
portion, yes.
স্যার ওটা
Divided
মানে
by
ওটা
epsilon.
চার্জটা চেঞ্জ করে হবে ওখানে
Because it is
ডাইলেকট্রিক মিডিয়াম আছে
because this not is a dielectric, but it also has a conductivity, right?
ডাইলেকট্রিক how can it be conductor?
Yes, they are,
If it is a non-conductor.
if it has a dielectric constant, it does not mean that it is a purely it is not a pure material, means it is not a pure insulating material.
It has a conductivity sigma, so it will definitely conduct.
Yes, that
Sir,
it is written in your question.
কন্ডাক্টিং
Which one is conducting?
আউটার সিলিন্ডারটা তো কন্ডাক্টিং সিলিন্ডার
Outer cylinder, yes, outer cylinder is also conducting. Outer cylinder is made of some metal, but I have হ্যাঁ বলো।
তাহলে তো কোটা তো কন্ডাক্ট করবেই
Not only because of outer cylinder, if the inside material does not have any conductivity, then there will no flow of charge. Then there will be only induction effect, right? Induced charges will be there, but there will be no flow of charge, right? But I can find the electric field from this expression. So what is the value of electric field? I can find the electric field at this point is Q divided by 2 pi epsilon into KRL, right? So that is the electric field at this particular point. And I can find that the current density, I have to find the current density, right? Current density. Okay. So current density at this point is equal to sigma into E. Look, I know the value of sigma. I know the value of E. But the problem is that I do not know what is the value of Q. Right? So only thing that I have to now find is the value of Q. How do I find the value of Q? Can I say that the potential difference between these 2 points, potential difference is equal to E dot dr? That is the potential difference between that point.
Minus E dot dr.
Minus E dot dr. Yes, but I know that current is flowing from here to here. So along the direction electric field, along the direction actually potential decreases, right? So what I can find that the current inside that part, that is equal to dV by dr, right? And current is nothing but dq by dt. Current is basically minus dq by dt. Why minus dq by dt? Because if the charge at this inside this is q, after some time the charge will decrease as the charge is leaking from that conducting wire and it is getting outside in radial direction. So I can write that current is equal to minus dq by dt, right? And that value is equal to, I can write in this way, q divided by 2 pi epsilon k r l, right? That is E into dr, right? Divided by the resistance. I know what is the resistance. I can write it in this way. Resistance is also dr divided by, resistance is dr divided by sigma into 2 pi rl. 2 pi rl gets
So
cancelled.
charge টা ওখান থেকে flow করে যাচ্ছে হলো minus sign নাকি?
Yes, charge is decreasing with time. So basically you can see that I can write minus of dq by q is equal to, dr also gets cancelled out, is equal to sigma by k epsilon naught. Yes or no? If I am not wrong in this calculation, is into dt. Have I written this concept clear? dq by dt is equal to ev divided by dr. So this one, now if I integrate this, you can see that at t equal to 0, the charge in between inside this part was lambda into L, right? Lambda into L. And after time t, suppose the charge inside this is equal to q. So what is the value of q can I write from this expression? If I integrate it, then it is minus ln of q by lambda L is equal to sigma by k epsilon naught into t. So what is the value of q? Can I say it is lambda L into e power minus sigma by k epsilon into t?
Yes, sir.
Now the question is solved because I have to only put the value of q in this electric field, and I can find the value of j, and as you can see that j will be directly proportional to q, right? So I can find the value of j is equal to sigma multiplied by q into sigma multiplied by q divided by 2 pi k epsilon naught r into L, and the value of q is lambda into L into e power minus sigma by k epsilon into t. So L gets cancelled out. Definitely L is not mentioned in your question, so it should not be there. So this should be your function. I don't think any other thing will get cancelled out. Yes. So that should be the function of the current density at a particular distance r. This question I can solve it in this way. You can now see that all these triangles are actually, I can open at these junctions, right? The points which lie along this vertical symmetric line. Now as I have assumed that the equivalent resistance between A and B is R, what will be the equivalent resistance between these two points C and D then? Yes. Can you see that the same triangle now you can find inside this C and D? Because I have just removed one triangular unit from an infinite triangular unit, right? So the system will not change its configuration, but the value of the equivalent resistance will change, because now because it now starts from R by 2, right? So this will be R by 2 equivalent resistance between the point C and T.
Sir,
Yes. Bolo?
sir, can you repeat this part?
I have assumed the equivalent resistance between A and B to be R. Right? I have assumed it to be R, where the side lengths are say L. Now, if I say suppose this equivalent resistance is R, where this side length is L, this is L by 2, this is L by 4, like this, right? Let us assume this to be L, L, L. This is L by 2, L by 2, L by 2, right? Inside L by 4, L by 4, L by 4, like this. Now if I ask you that if I just divide all the length by 2 in the same configuration, if I divide all the length by 2, then what will be the equivalent resistance? Will
So
it
it's
be R
gets
by 2?
half.
It will be R by 2. Yes.
So it gets halved.
Yes, it will get half. So it will be L by 2, L by 2. In that case, it will be L by 4, L by 4. Now you can see that if I find this system, then is it equivalent to this system which starts from this second triangle?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes or no? Because from second triangle it was L by 2, L by 2. It was L by 4, L by 4, L by 4. Right? So if you divide this all the side by 2, the equivalent distance will be R by 2, but it will not start from the first triangle, it will be a system that starts from the second triangle. So that is why I am saying that now if I assume that this equivalent distance between this is R, then equivalent distance between this CD will be R by 2 because these are similar system. Now it is very easy. If I say that okay, this R I cannot assume, I suppose. Let us assume R prime. All the sides of the bigger triangle have resistance R, right? All the sides of the bigger triangle has a resistance R. So I can now redraw that situation like this.
স্যার আর প্রাইম না করে এক্স করে নিন তাহলে
হ্যাঁ এক্স ও ধরতে পারি, কোনো অসুবিধা নেই, একই ব্যাপার। So can I say it is R by 2, this will be R by 2. Okay, let us assume this to be x. So this is x by 2, right? And again this is, I'm drawing this side R by 2. This side is again R by 2. And this side is definitely R. Can you say that the equivalent resistance of this between these 2 points is again x? Yes or no?
Yes.
So what is equivalent resistance? R by 2, R by 2, they are in series. So R and x by 2 are in parallel and they are in series with R. So I think that it will be R plus Rx by 2 divided by R plus x by 2. Right? And that comes with R in parallel. Right? So again I have to say that this into R divided by R plus R plus Rx by 2 divided by R plus x by 2. That equivalent distance is x. Have you understood that equation? From that equation, if you solve, you will find the value of x.
স্যার আপনি সিরিজ প্যারালেল মানে ফিগারটা ড্র কি করে করলেন একবার রিপিট করবেন?
এই জায়গায় একটা R by 2 আছে, এই জায়গায় একটা R by 2 আছে, এই দুটোকে ড্র করেছি। এই জায়গায় একটা x by 2 আছে, যদি এটাকে আমি x ধরি ইকুইভ্যালেন্ট রেজিস্ট্যান্স, তাহলে এই পুরোটাকে আমি x by 2 ধরতে পারবো। সো এই দুটোর অ্যাক্রসে আমি x by 2 ইউজ করে দিয়েছি। নাও বিটুইন দিস C and A, between C and A, this is again R by 2. Between D and B, again R by 2, and between A and B, this is R.
ওকে স্যার।
You can solve this. It will
Why
be
is that
R square plus Rx by 2, R square plus Rx by 2 plus Rx by 2. So 2 Rx by 2 means Rx, right, into R.
স্যার সলভ করে
সলভ করে নিতে পারবে, এটা ঠিক, সলভ করে নিতে পারবে। R you can cancel out, right? R you can cancel out. What is the answer? What answer you have got?
So root 7 divided by 3 into R.
2R plus x plus
Yes,
x
sir.
by 2, 3x by 2, that is equal to x. Okay. Now you can solve it from here, right? Okay. You can solve it at home. Have you understood this concept? Actually, I am using the vertical symmetry concept here. We have done this question also in class. Now find the equivalent resistance between A and B if all the sides between nodes have equal resistance R. That is also a cube, I think, and all the sides are equal resistances R. So now you can also use that symmetry pattern, that if I want to move from A to B, then can you see that this line, and this line, they are actually symmetrical if you move from A to B,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes.
And in a similar way, this one, and that one, these are also symmetrical. So if they are symmetrical, they will carry equal current, and if they will carry equal current, their resistances are same. So can I say the potentials are also same? If I say this point is C, I can mark this C, I can also mark that C. Yes or no? And if I can mark this D, I can also mark this D, I can also mark this D.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now you can find that 3, 3, 6 to 8, I have actually marked all the 8 corners. Now I will only write down the resistances between them. Between A and C, how many resistors are there?
স্যার এটা নোডাল মেথডেও তো করা যেতে পারে,
নোডাল মেথড মানে কি করে?
মানে এইরকম ভাবে বার করে এ পয়েন্টের পোটেনশিয়ালটা জিরো,
আচ্ছা, হ্যাঁ,
জিরো
সেভাবেও
মানে
করতে পারো।
কারেন্ট বার,
বাট এটা সিরিজ প্যারালাল চলে আসবে, সিম্পল।
হ্যাঁ ওরকম আসছে।
Between A and C, there are 3 resistors, they are in parallel. Similarly, between B and D, similarly you will find 3 resistors, they will be in parallel, right? This one, and this one. Now between C and D, how many resistors are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, right? Now you can see there are 6 resistors between C and D. Right? So now we can find what is equivalent resistance. It is R by 3 plus R by 3 plus R by 6, right? So it is 2R by 3 plus R by 6, right? So 4 plus 5 R by 6. That will be our equivalent.
স্যার
Yes.
স্যার একটা সিমেট্রির কোশ্চেন ছিল যেটা আমি পারিনি, ওই সিমেট্রিটা একটু ড্র করব।
তুমি পাঠিয়ে দাও হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে, আমি দেখছি। এখানে টাইম যাবে, হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে পাঠিয়ে দাও, আমি দেখছি।
ওকে।
Achha, in the same question, if I say that this point is not B, this point is B, what should be the answer of this question? What will be the equivalent distance between these 2 points A and B? By look, if I compress this diagram, or if I look from the top, we'll be able to see
করেছিলাম ওই কম্প্রেস করে দিয়ে প্যারালাল সিমেট্রি করে।
if I compress this, then it will be very easy to find the answer. You can see this is a square, and you will see another square like this. Yes or no? And this point is AB, and all these points are joined like this. Basically, you have to find the equivalent distance between this 2 points, right? So So between these 2 points, if you join, then it is very easy to understand that they will carry no currents, because
sir.
because that line
Yes,
will
sir.
be now your symmetrical line, vertical symmetry. Can you see that? This is A and this is B, so that line will be vertical symmetry. Now all the resistors you will find in pure series parallel, right? R plus R, 2R and 2R, they will be in parallel, so it will form R, right? And this is 2R, 2R, again they are in parallel, so they will form R. So R and 3R, they are in parallel. So what will be answer? R and 3R, they are in parallel. R into R by 3, 3R. R into 3R by 4R.
So 3R by 4.
Yes. By 4R. So the answer will
Sir?
be 3R by 4.
আমি প্যারালাল সিমেট্রি দিয়ে করেছিলাম তখন ম্যাচ খায়নি কেন?
প্যারালাল সিমেট্রি দিয়ে করেছো কি করে? এটার অ্যাক্রসে
এর অ্যাক্রসে দিয়ে আমি ওটাকে কি করলাম, ফ্লিপ মানে r/2 করে ইমেজ নিলাম,
একই
Fold করে
অ্যান্সার
দিলাম।
আসবে, ডিফারেন্ট কেন আসবে? সেম আনসার আসবে, করে দিচ্ছি দাঁড়া। ইট উইল বি r/2,
স্যার
ইয়েস।
এটা কি কারেন্ট ডিভিশন দিয়ে করি?
কারেন্ট ডিভিশন দিয়ে করতে পারো, কারেন্ট ডিভিশন দিয়ে একই তো জিনিস। কারেন্ট ডিভিশন মানে কি তুমি সিমেট্রি লাগিয়েছো, এই কারেন্ট সেম আর এই কারেন্ট সেম।
হ্যাঁ বুঝতে পারছি, কিন্তু তাহলে 2R/3 আসছে তো।
ভুল করছো কোথাও, ক্যালকুলেট করে দেখি দাঁড়া,
হুম।
এক এক করে দেখি। এইটা তাহলে হয়ে যাবে তোমার, এগুলো সব r/2 হয়ে যাবে, তাই না? এগুলো
Yes,
সব
yes.
r/2 হয়ে যাবে। এটা r/2 আর এটা rই থাকবে, তার মানে
এটা
এটা হয়ে যাবে 3r/2 আর এটা হয়ে যাবে 3r/2।
হ্যাঁ
তার মানে তোমার এইটা দিয়ে কোনো কারেন্ট
স্যার এটা একটা প্যারালাল। হ্যাঁ
তাহলে r আর 3r প্যারালাল, এটাই তো বার করেছি।
আর 3R
নিচে 3r থাকবে আর উপরে r। ক্যালকুলেশন ভুল করেছি।
সরি আমার ক্যালকুলেশনে ভুল। হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে।
কারেন্ট ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন দিয়ে করলেও সেম আনসার পাবে, করে দেখো সেমই আনসার পাবে। বাট সব মেথডই বড়, যদি তুমি সিমেট্রি লাগাতে পারো, ইন দ্যাট কেস ইট উইল বি ভেরি সিম্পলিফাইড ডায়াগ্রাম, right? In symmetrical question, always use that type of symmetry. You will find your answer, you will get your answer in moments, right? Okay. Wheatstone bridge, as you know that if there are 5 resistors like this, right? And if the resistors are in this ratio, that R1, R2, R3, R4 like this, and this is say any R, then I can say that if R1 by R2 is equal to R3 by R4, then this resistance current in the resistance will be 0. That you can also prove by using KVL and KCL. Means if you draw 2 loops, you write 2 loop equation, and you take any other voltage, you write another equation. So you will find by solving these 3 equations, you will find that current in this branch will be 0, right? So we will apply this concept whenever we'll find that Wheatstone bridge. R1 by R2 equal to R3 by R4. You can neglect this resistance. Now what is the equivalent resistance? I can find, right? So similar is a question here. I am giving this question to you. Just try to solve this, right? This 2R and this 2R, they are in parallel. Can I understand that? This
Yes, sir.
2R and this 2R, they are in parallel. So let me draw it like R, right? And there is, let me draw it in this way, R.
স্যার প্রথমেই তো একটা হুইটস্টোন ব্রিজ পেয়ে যাবো ওখানে।
কোন Wheatstone bridge?
স্যার I1 এর ওই যে I1 যাচ্ছে, ওই I1 এর স্ট্রেটে একটা 2R আছে, ওটা তো ক্যান্সেল হয়ে যাবে। তার উপরে 2R is 2R আর তার নিচে 2R is 2R,
তো ওই টুয়ারটাই ক্যান্সেল
এখানে
করতে পারি না?
ব্রিজ নেই তো, এখানে কোথায় ব্রিজ
না
আছে?
না ওটা বিট নাই।
এই দুটো তো সিম্পল প্যারালালে আছে, এটার তো কোনো ব্রিজ দেখতে পাচ্ছি
ওইটা না স্যার, নিচের টুয়ারটা।
নিচের টু আর।
হ্যাঁ ওইটা হুস্টন ব্রিজের মাঝের লাইনটা হচ্ছে না।
দেখে নিচ্ছি দাঁড়া।
না না
এখানে হুইস্টন ব্রিজ, এটা টু আর, এটা আর হয়ে গেল, এটা আর হয়ে গেল। Now this is 2R. You have to see where I am applying battery. I have applied battery across this 2 point. Right? This is 2R. This is R. This is 2R. This is R. This is 2R. And can I say that these two resistors are also in parallel?
yes sir.
So it is
Yes,
R
sir.
by 2. Yes or no? So here, how can I apply that Wheatstone bridge? Look, if I say that this R 2R, this 2R and R by 2, let us draw it in this way. This is 2R. This is R. This is 2R. This is 2R. This is R by 2. And this is a R. And this is another R. Now, can I say it is R by 2 and this is also the ratio here is R by 2 by R. What is R by 2 by R? That is also half. This ratio is also half. So, I think this will be a Wheatstone bridge. Can you understand this one? How I have redrawn this circuit, can you understand? Look, again, I am drawing it. Let us name these points. A, B, C, D, right? And when I have drawn it here, this is AB. I have taken this D point inside. I have taken that D point inside. So this will be 2R and this point is C. Can you identify these two circuits are same?
yes sir.
I have taken this D point inside. Now you can easily understand that this is a Wheatstone bridge. Right? This is a Wheatstone bridge. ADB, ACB and C and D are connected. Can you understand this one? So the current between C and D will be 0. What is C and D here? You can see C and D is this resistance, C and D. These two are resistor. So the current I2 will be 0. This is C and D. Current I2 will be 0. Right? This point is A and B. What is the current I1 through the cell? What is the total resistance? Can I now calculate what is total resistance? R plus 2R is 3R and R plus R by 2 is 3R by 2. So what is equivalent resistance? Can I say 1 by R equivalent? 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R plus 1 by 3R by 2 plus 1 by 3R. Right? So 3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6 by 3R. So that means 2 by R. So the equivalent resistance is R by 2. So what is the current through the cell? It is V by R by 2. So that is 2V by R. And I2 is definitely 0. So you can use symmetry as well. This is a simple circuit, I think.
Yes.
All these points are also connected.
Sir,
পয়েন্টগুলোকে নাম দিয়ে কানেক্ট করে দেখলাম, ইজি হয়ে যাচ্ছে।
হ্যাঁ, ওটাই বলছি। Several ways to solve this question. Let us assume this point is C, so that point will also be C. This is D, this is also D, right? E, this is also E. F, this is also F. Now what we can say that between A and this two raised from A, I can say that this is a resistance that goes to C, and this is one resistance that goes to D. Right? This point is C, this point is D. And between C and D, there is one more resistance, R. Between C and D, I have got this one. Right? Now between C and E, there is R by 2. Between C and E, there is R by 2. Similarly, between D and F, there is also R by 2. Right? And again, between E and F, there is one resistance R. Between E and B, there is one resistance R. And between F and B, there is another resistance R. This is B. Right? I think you can identify the simplified model of this question. Can you
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now you can see there are two Wheatstone bridges here which are connected in series. R by R, R by 2 by R. So I can cancel this one. R by 2 by R by 2 equal to R by R. I can cancel this one also. Right? So that is also known as extended Wheatstone bridge, right? That can continue in series. So what is R plus R? 2R plus R by 2. It's 5R by 2. 5R by 2 and 5R by 2 are in parallel. So the resistance equivalent will be 5R by 4. Is that the answer you have got?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Find equivalent resistance between AB, I think. Find equivalent resistance between AB here.
So 6 ohm.
6 ohm, yes. 6 ohm will be the answer. Look how we can solve it.
So 6 ohm.
Yes. Can you see that this 30 ohm and 6 ohm, they are in parallel? Can you identify they are in parallel? Because the potential difference across these two resistors are same. So if 30 and 6 are in parallel, what is equivalent of that? Can you
5.
calculate? 30 into 6 by 36, it's 5. Yes or no? And
Yes, sir.
there is 10. Now in between this 5 and 10, there are two resistors given. And then there is one 4 ohm resistor and there is another 8 ohm resistor. Can you identify this is your circuit? A simplified model of that?
এই দুটো কি নেগলেক্ট করা যাবে?
Yes, whatever is in between you can neglect it. There will be no current here. So definitely there will be no. Yes?
Answer is 6 ohm.
Yes. Whatever it may be the resistors, you can always neglect this branch. So 5 plus 4, 9 and 10 plus 8, 18. 9 into 18 divided by 27. R equivalent is 6 ohm. Now look, there is one more thing that we have to understand. There is a extended Wheatstone bridge. Right? What is extended Wheatstone bridge? You can see here 1 by 2. Right? that ratio is equal to 2 by 4, that ratio is equal to 4 by 8, right? So in this cases, when you find that extended bridge, that it can continue, right? It can continue. So in this type of case, also you can use the same concept of Wheatstone bridge, that I can neglect the current in those branches, right? Again, I am not going to prove that because the proof is very similar to Wheatstone bridge proof. You have to take these 4 loops and 4 equations. You find the current in these 2 branches. You will definitely find it to be 0. Right? I have calculated it. I have done that. You can also do that in your at your home by using arbitrary current x, y, and you will find that the value of x and y will be 0. রাইট, দেখো হুইটস্টোন ব্রিজকে আমি সিমেট্রি দিয়ে কি করে করতে পারি, ধরে নাও এটা 1 2 4 আছে, তো এটা 2 4 8 আছে, তো তুমি এই 2 4 8টাকে ইউ ক্যান ব্রেক লাইক দিস 2 4 8 1 2, can I draw this circuit like this? Look, this is 2 2 2 4 4 4 8 8 8.
Yes, yes.
Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
these two are symmetric, these two are symmetric. Basically, Wheatstone bridge is nothing but the application of this horizontal symmetry. Okay, one second. Yes, now there is one more symmetry which is called inverted symmetry. Look here, 5 by 10 is not equal to 10 by 5. You cannot use Wheatstone bridge here. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And neither you can use any symmetry. Can you use symmetry here between A and B line? There is no symmetry. Between this line, there is also no symmetry. But there is one type of symmetry here you can see. This is a current symmetry, you can also say. That if this is 5 ohm and this is also 5 ohm, I can say that if this current is I, then this current will also be I. And if I say this current is, say, if this current is X, this current is also X. And if I say this current is Y, that current will also be Y. Right? Because suppose here, if 10 ampere current has to be divided in this 5 and 10, now here the same 10 ampere current has to be added in this 5 and 10. So the ratio of that should always be the same. Right? So this is known as inverted symmetry, where we can use this concept that this branch and this branch will carry same current, this branch and this branch will carry the same current. Using this concept, can you find what is the equivalent resistance between A and B? Look, if I assume that this potential is 0, I am using nodal analysis, okay? This potential is 0, and let us assume this potential is V. Can I say that if this potential is P, if this potential is P, then what will be this potential? Can you tell me what will be this potential then?
V minus E.
Yes, V minus P. Right? Because this same resistance, the same current. So the potential drop should be the same. So what is potential drop here in that 5 ohm resistor? V minus P. And that 5 ohm resistor will also have the same potential drop, V minus P. Right? Now I will apply nodal analysis at this point. Right? What is nodal analysis?
Sir, 7 ohm.
Yes? Yes.
7 ohm.
Yes. I think that is the answer. Now can you see that V I am writing the current. What is current here? Can I say V minus P divided by 10 is the current from A to this point? Let us assume this point is C. Current from A to C is V minus P divided by 10. From P to C, or let us assume this point is D. From D to C, what is the current? Can I say it is P minus V minus P divided by 5? And from these two currents are added. Okay, can I say that these two currents are equal to the current from C to B, which is V minus P divided by 5? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If I multiply it with 10, then it is V minus V cancels, so it is P plus 2 into P minus V plus P. 2 into 2P minus V. P minus V plus P, I think, right? And that is equal to 2 into V minus 2P. So can I find what is the value of P here? P plus 4P plus 2P. P plus 4P, 5P plus 2P, 7P is equal to 2V plus 2V, 4V. Can I find P is equal to 4V by 7? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If P equal to 4V by 7, then what is V minus P? V minus P is equal to 3V by 7. Now calculate what is the value of X. Can I say value of X is V minus P by 5. So that is 3V by 35. And what is Y? Y is V minus V minus P, that means P by 10. P by 10 is 4V by 70, that means 2V by 35. So what is the total current that is crossing this junction? The total current is X plus Y. And what is the total current X plus Y? You can see it is 5V by 35, that means V by 7. Right? Can I say that its equivalent resistance, if I say that its equivalent resistance is R equivalent, if I draw this circuit like this, equivalent resistance is R equivalent, the same battery V will carry the same current to the R equivalent. So what is the value of R equivalent? Can I say R equivalent is V divided by current if this current is I? And what is this current is V by 7. So can I say it is V divided by V by 7, which is 7 ohm?
Yes.
করবে না বাড়িতে ট্রাই করবে?
হ্যাঁ স্যার হোমওয়ার্ক দিন।
ঠিক আছে, চলো এটা বাড়িতে ট্রাই করো, আমি কালকে সলভ করছি, ঠিক আছে? Look, so we'll move to the next topic. Next topic is combination of cells.
স্যার
হ্যাঁ বলো।
স্যার এটা কেসিএল কেভিএল দিয়ে ট্রাই করছিলাম, হয়ে যাবে কিন্তু স্যার টাইম লাগছে।
না, এটা নোডাল দিয়ে ট্রাই করো, তাড়াতাড়ি হয়ে যাবে, খুব তাড়াতাড়ি হয়ে যাবে। ঠিক আছে, ট্রাই করতে থাকো, ট্রাই করো, যে কোনো মেথডে হোক ট্রাই করো, আপাতত বাড়িতে ট্রাই করো। ঠিক
ঠিক আছে।
So in electrical circuits, sometimes we have combination of cells like this. Suppose there are two cells of EMF E1, E2, internal resistance R1 and R2. Right? EMF means when the cell is open, the cell is not sending any current, then there will be no potential drop across its internal resistance. Right? So in that case, the potential of the cell is equal to the EMF of the cell. Have you got what I am trying to say?
না স্যার বুঝলাম না, আর উপর বলুন।
Suppose there is a cell and it has an EMF E and the internal resistance is R. So this is called a battery. This entire thing is a battery. No battery comes without any internal resistance. Everyone has its internal resistance. But if
স্যার ওটা বাইরের ভিতরে থাকবে।
Yes.
আরটা ওটা বাইরে কি হলো?
বাইরে মানে
মানে ইন্টারনাল রেজিস্ট্যান্স তো ব্যাটারির ওটা তো ওয়্যারের নয়।
ওয়্যারের নয়, ওয়্যার এখানে শুরু হয়নি। This system is a battery. I have not
পুরোটা, আচ্ছা, ঠিক
connected.
আছে।
Yeah, I have not connected this battery with any external source, any external load. Suppose this is a switch, and there is some external load. So you have kept that switch open, right? This is capital R. As soon as I close that switch, there will be a current flowing through the battery. Yes or no? And that current in the battery will be E by R plus R. So as there is a current flow, then there will be, if I now measure what is the, if there is a voltmeter and if I measure what is the potential difference across that battery, will you find E or E minus I smaller?
E minus I small.
Yes.
minus I small.
When the switch is closed, V you will find E minus I smaller. That is the potential difference across battery. And when the switch is open, what will be the reading of V? When the switch is open, only you will find E, because I is 0 in that case. Right?
ইনটু স্মলার হবে না?
Yes, that will be smaller, definitely.
স্যার
Yes, bolo.
তাহলে ওপেন কন্ডিশনেরটা ইএমএফ।
Yes.
আরেকবার এক্সপ্লেইন করতে
সেটাই আমি বললাম।
পারবেন স্যার? ডিসকানেক্টেড হয়ে গেছিলাম।
Look, this is a battery. Inside battery there is a cell of EMF E with an internal resistance R. That internal resistance may come due to anything. It may also come due to that liquid which is inside the battery. Whatever is the actual manufacturing year defect it may be, or whatever it may be, there is some internal resistance R, and the E is the EMF of the cell. But if you connect that battery with some external resistance R with that switch, when the switch is closed, if I close that switch, then the battery will send a current. Right? If I close that switch, the battery will send a current, and in that case, one second. Battery will send a current, and when the battery will send a current I, you will find that what is the potential difference across that battery. You will find it is V minus V equal to E minus IR. And if the switch is open, then there is no current flowing in the battery through the battery. And if there is no current, then what will be the reading of the voltmeter? That is simply E or not.
Yes, sir.
That is why I have said,
রিডিং হওয়ার জন্য তো ওখান দিয়ে এটা কারেন্ট যাচ্ছে।
no, that current
তখন তো
voltmeter can
ওখানে-
get, that current voltmeter can get from this EMF only. That is a very small current. I am taking ideal voltmeter. Ideal voltmeter will carry a negligibly small current, right? So what I can say, that what is EMF of a cell, if someone asks you, then you can definitely say that EMF of a cell is the potential difference across the battery in a open circuit condition. Open circuit means the switch is open. Now suppose there are two cells, they are in parallel connected, and this is the external resistance, right? External resistance sometimes also known as load. Load resistance, right? Load resistance. So now I have to find what is the equivalent cell EMF and internal resistance of that cell combination, right? You can understand this is the combination I am talking about. This is the combination. Now if I have to replace that combination by this one, then the condition is that whatever was the current sent by that combination to that load resistance, the current should remain unchanged, right? By the same equivalent EMF and R equivalent. Can you calculate what is current I here from that circuit? By using simple KVL KCL you can use that. If this current is I1, let us assume this current is I2, this current is I. So can I find three equations? One for the this loop above, one for the loop below, and one current equation that I1 plus I2 equal to I, right? So three unknowns are there, I1, I2 and I. you can solve for the three unknowns and you can find what is the value of current I. Whatever process you apply, nodal analysis, KVL, KCL, just tell me what is the value of current in terms of V1, E2, R1, R2 and R. I will explain what I will write, right? I will explain it. But first let me write that.
Sir, are you using superposition?
Yes. Look, how I have written this current expression, let me explain that. Although I am very much sure that you have found the current by using KVL equation, KCL equations that I have just mentioned. But again, there is another way that is known as superposition principle, right? Superposition of cells. Superposition of cells. Remember, in superposition of cells, if you have more than one cell, then you can first take any one cell, take any one and short others. Find current I. Then the total current in any branch will be the summation of the current. This is called superposition principle, right? Let me explain the superposition principle here. As I have taken, there are two cells E1 and E2. First, what I will do, I have shorted that cell E2. If I short that cell E2, shorting means I have actually joined its higher and lower potential, right? One second. I have joined its higher and lower potential. So if I have shorted this cell, then what is the resistance of this branch R2 and resistance of this branch R? Can you see now that this R2 and R, they are in parallel connection?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what is the equivalent resistance of this entire circuit now? R and R2 will be parallel and with that R1 is in series. Yes or no?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
can you explain once again?
Now can you see the circuit is something like this? Let me redraw that circuit like this. I have shorted the cell E2. Then it is a simple series parallel circuit. Can you see that? Yes or no? So what is the total current through the cell E1? Can I say it is E1 divided by total resistance of the circuit? What is the total resistance of the circuit? Is it R1 plus the parallel equivalence of capital R and R2?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now look, if this current is that I have written here, this is the current through the cell. But this current, I do not have to find this current, I have to find this current. So can you see that this current is actually divided in these two parallel resistors in their reverse ratio?
Yes, sir.
Have we seen that earlier?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So if it is R2 and capital R, then this capital R will carry R2 part of the total current. So can I say it is R2 divided by R plus R2 of this total current?
Yes, sir.
Everyone should understand that. In a similar way, I have drawn this current. Now which one I have to short?
E1.
E1. Now I have shorted E1, so the equivalent circuit becomes this one, where I can say this capital R and small r1 are in parallel and E2 is sending current. What is the total current sent by E2? Is E2 divided by R2 plus R1 by R plus R1, parallel of capital R and R1. Again here this current is divided in capital R in a ratio of small r1 is to capital R. So small r1 divided by R plus R1.
So মানে E1 আর E2 জন্য সেপারেটলি কনসিডার করলেই হবে নাকি?
Yes. Separately consider করতে হবে, but other cells should be shorted. Now you can identify that you can find what is the current. E1, if you just simplify that, it is E1 divided by E1 into R2 divided by capital R into R1 plus R2 plus R1 R2, and this is also capital R, the same thing. So it is E1 R2 plus E2 R1 divided by R1 R2 plus capital R into R1 plus R2. Have you got this as your current?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now look, in this circuit, equivalent circuit, if I ask you what is the value of current in this equivalent circuit, what should be your answer? In this equivalent circuit, what is the value of current?
Same.
No, in the given terms.
EQ by R plus REQ. EQ by R plus REQ.
Right? So I can I replace this current, can I represent this current in this form where the denominator has R plus REQ, but here in denominator I have something multiplied with R. So what I can do, I can just divide this part from both numerator and denominator. Which one? R1 plus R2. Now can I say that it is in a similar form that we have expressed like this?
Yes, sir.
Right? So in that case,
explain this step once.
I have divided numerator and denominator by R1 plus R2. Why? Because in denominator I have to keep it in this form, capital R plus REQ. So from there, can you tell me what is the value of REQ here?
1 by R1 plus 1 by R2.
1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, it is REQ? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I can also find what is the value of EEQ.
স্যার ওটা আর ইকিউ এর ইনভার্স নয়?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, ওটা তো ইনভার্স হবে।
Sorry, REQ এর inverse হবে। 1 by REQ. Right? 1 by REQ equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Now, what is E equivalent? Can you see it is E1 into R2 by R1 plus R2,
Yes, sir.
right? So I can multiply it with R1 and this one with also R1 plus E2 into R1 R2 divided by R2 into R1 plus R2. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Why I have done that? Because I can take this R1 R2 by R1 plus R2 common.
Yes, sir.
So can I say that this E equivalent divided by R1 R2 by R1 plus R2 is equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And what is R1 R2 by R1 plus R2? Is that R equivalent?
Yes, sir.
1 by R equivalent.
No, R
R
equivalent.
equivalent.
Only R equivalent.
So is your equation this one? E equivalent by R equivalent is E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2?
Yes, sir.
And you can actually extend this combination if there are more than two cells. You can try to prove that at home. But in a similar way, I can say 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus dot dot. So this is the combination of cell formula. If you remember that this combination cell formula, then in several places you will see that your questions will be simplified. These two questions are based on the cell combination thing, right? I will upload these two questions also in your PDF. So try to solve those at your home.